Welcome back to this week's edition of the Weekly What's Up. I'm Jacob Clore.
And I'm Melvin Seymour, and this is your Weird National News.
Corn mazes are supposed to be absolutely amazing. Ha ha ha. They are supposed to be fun and challenging. They are not supposed to be something that causes you to panic and call 911. Some California residents thought otherwise. According to the Huffington Post, the largest corn maze in the world, at 63 acres, had Dixon County deputies frustrated as they had to respond to constant emergency calls from people stuck in the maze. During the Halloween season, police received at least one phone call, according to the owner of Cool Patch Pumpkinina, Matt Cooley. Some of the callers sounded fairly distressed. One caller stated, "I don't know what to do anymore. We've been in here like 4 hours." It sounds like they did not realize they could just walk through the stalks of corn, huh, Melvin?
I'm still stuck on Pumpkina.
That word, Pumpkina.
According to the UPI, on November 16th in Fort Lee, New Jersey, police ticketed several drivers on Halloween for failing to yield to a man in a Donald Duck costume. The effort was part of a Fort Lee police pedestrians in the crosswalk safety program, WABC reports. An officer wore a costume resembling a Donald Duck mascot and would attempt to cross the road. Drivers who failed to yield to the pedestrian were ticketed by police further down the street, with more than 100 receiving $230 citations and 2-point deductions from their driver's license. Several such commuters were upset about the deception. Karen Hay told WABC she thought the costume duck was a crazy guy on Halloween and that she intended to fight the ticket. "They told me that I was getting a ticket for not stopping for a duck," she said, "but it scared me. I'm a woman. This huge duck scared me." Fort Lee Police Chief Keith Bindall said the effort was designed to reduce pedestrian casualties on the roadways. 2 years ago, we had 62 people struck, Bindall told WABC. "This year, we had 40. I'm glad to say, but 0 is my ultimate goal." In 2012, deputies in Florida used an officer in a Grinch costume for a speed trap operation. In those incidents, offenders were given a choice between a ticket and an onion. According to ABC News, most drivers chose the onion.
I'm surprised that people didn't stop for Donald Duck. I mean, I'd be like, "Hey, can we get a picture? Come on. This is Disney. It's like Disney World. Come on."
Yes.
This next story provides another explanation as to why you should never do drugs. According to the Huffington Post, police in Florida encountered a man wearing a jacket and a brassiere and riding a bicycle in front of a bank while preventing customers from using the ATM. Fort Police asked 33-year-old Gregory Herndon to empty his pockets, where they found a pair of women's undergarments, a crack pipe, 2 needles for drug use, a pill bottle, and brass wool. Herndon faces charges of possession of drug equipment and resisting an officer without violence. According to the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office, bond was set at $15,500. Herndon has been put in jail previously for allegedly manufacturing meth in his home and attempting to flee from cops during an ill-fated cocaine purchase. Interesting choice of wardrobe there. And way to block the ATM. I need to get my money, and I don't care what you're wearing.
According to the UPI, on November 13th in New York, a Power Wheels commercial went viral online, and it starred a young boy in a spot-on parody of a popular Lincoln ad starring Matthew McConaughey. The ad, which Power Wheels manufacturer Fisher-Price described as a pint-sized homage to 2014's hottest car commercial, stars a sharply dressed young boy driving an electric Power Wheels toy car while reciting a near-identical monologue to Oscar winner McConaughey's voiceover in the Lincoln commercial. "I've been driving Power Wheels since long before anyone paid me to drive one," the boy says. "I didn't do it to be cool. I didn't do it to make a statement. I just liked it."
Power Rangers. Not Power. Is it Power Rangers?
Wheels.
Power Wheels. I just completely messed that up. Definitely Power Wheels. But those are like the coolest cars from like my childhood.
Yes.
I love Power Wheels. Awesome. Well, now this is something you do not hear every day. A Florida mother and her daughter gave birth at the same hospital on the same day. According to NBCMiami.com, 40-year-old Heather Pentecoff and her 20-year-old daughter, Destiny Martin, found out they were pregnant on the same day. Pentecoff's daughter, Madeline, was born first, and Martin's son, Damien, was born 3 hours later. They both returned to their home in Lee County, Florida. Martin said she wasn't thrilled when her mother announced her pregnancy, but the shared experience turned out a lot nicer than it wouldn't have went that way. I mean, can you imagine having your mom give birth like the same day that like your sister, or like, that's just weird. I mean, I guess it happens, and congratulations to the happy family, but it's interesting.
According to the UPI on November 16th in Green Acres, Florida, a man was arrested for multiple crimes, including resisting arrest when he latched onto a nearby tree. According to authorities, police say Homer Stacy, age 50, acted feisty and confrontational when officers arrived at his home in response to a disturbance. The Palm Beach Post reports an arrest report suggests that Stacy claimed he will cause problems and that he will get his friends to help. At least one family member told police that the suspect was drunk, to which Stacy admitted. After Stacy yelled at one officer, police attempted to arrest him, but he held onto a nearby palm tree and reportedly yelled, "You're not going to bleep, take me." Police used a taser on the suspect's ribs. He let go of the tree and was apprehended, but not before trying unsuccessfully to tackle one officer. "If you take these cuffs off me, I'm going to kill you," Stacy said as he was put into a patrol car. Police said the Green Acres resident was booked.
Wow, that's just holding onto a tree. It sounds like something like a monkey would do, not like a human being. It's strange.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching this week's edition of Weird National News, but stay tuned because when we come back, we will have Mary Desmond and Susanna Shepard with Crazy Contraptions.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back to the weekly What's Up. I'm Susanna Shepard.
And I'm Mary Desmond.
And this is Crazy Contraptions.
This first invention is definitely unique. It, like the burger bed, satisfies the bizarre desire to sleep with food. Surprisingly, that's a common theme in our segment.
Which, I mean, I'm not complaining. I think it's awesome.
I think it's pretty
but
amazing.
This week's bed, it's called the pizza sleeping bag. So it's not really a bed, but you know, same deal.
Same concept.
It's a giant, fluffy sleeping bag in the shape of a pizza.
It comes complete with toppings on it as well, like mushrooms, pepperonis, cheese, you name it.
It's bizarre, of course, because, you know, these are crazy contraptions, but it's a lovely invention because who doesn't love pizza? And more importantly, who wouldn't want to sleep inside pizza?
A strange fetish, but an understandable one. I do love pizza.
And it's like, it's the same thing. Didn't last week have a blanket of cheese? You would have a blanket of cheese again this week.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great idea.
I think so.
I would get it. It's weird, but it's good.
I'm sure we all could use this next contraption. It's called the USB pen, and it's actually really handy, especially for a college student.
I'm surprised this isn't like really popular because it really is like the most handy thing I've ever heard of. It combines a ballpoint pen with a USB drive. How nifty is that?
I would use this all the time because I use pens really, like who uses pencils anymore for the first part? And I always lose fat flash drives.
Like, imagine like having just one last thing to worry about. You wouldn't have to constantly check where your flash drive is because it's in your pen. This is the best. I would definitely use this on a daily basis, even if it is a little weird. It really is useful.
It's one of those things, it's just like, why hasn't it been invented yet?
Yeah, exactly. And why is it not so popular? I mean, I would use this.
I agree. Well, since Thanksgiving is coming up, and especially Thanksgiving break, have you ever thought that your meal might just be too boring?
Does it lack zest or color? Well, this is the invention for you. Although this sounds incredibly hazardous, edible spray paint is the perfect way to make your meal really have that artistic pop.
Do you think the color of chicken is just ugly and white? What if your fried chicken was purple under Colonel Sanders' secret blend of herbs and spices?
This invention could make green eggs and ham a reality. It comes in an assortment of colors, including gold, silver, red, and blue. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, just imagine, like, you would have some boring, like, a ham sandwich.
Yeah.
And that's just, like...
This reminds me of the Spongebob episode where they have the pretty patties.
Yes, the pretty patties come to life.
They could be so real, and you could eat them in your burger bed.
We have a never-ending amount of SpongeBob quotes on
do.
this show.
Oh, goodness.
This next invention is perfect for those of us who are awakened in the middle of the night with the sudden urge to, you know, do your business.
Usually, you'd be fumbling around trying to find your way to the light switch. Well, those days are over with the glow-in-the-dark toilet.
It could be a shining beacon of light leading you to relief.
No more bumping into furniture on your way from the bed to the bathroom.
This could also be handy when the power goes out during a crazy snowstorm that I'm sure Blacksburg will be throwing at us sometime this winter.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's Crazy Contraptions. Next up, we will have Tori Nagel and Kevin Stefani with viral videos.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Danse, balance sur la cadence, ondule bien tes hanches au bal du dimanche. Danse, que la fête commence. Dans ma belle robe blanche, je suis ton chou, ton
You didn't give up on sex. Don't give up on birth control either. There are more methods than you think. Find yours at bedsider.org.
Welcome back to the Weekly What's Up. I'm Tori Nagel.
And I'm Kevin Stefani.
And these are your viral videos. What happens when you combine classic films with everyone's favorite sponge? Watch this and find out.
Well, you were asking about Rick, and here he is. Mademoiselle, may I present...
Hello, Elsa. Howdy, Rick.
Oh, you've already met Rick, Mademoiselle. Well, then, perhaps you also...
This is Mr. Lasso.
How do you do?
How do you do?
One hears a great deal about Rick in Casablanca. Won't you join us for a drink?
Rick
Thanks,
never...
I will.
Well, a precedent is being broken. Gary!
This is a very interesting cafe. I congratulate you.
I congratulate you. Let's see, the last time we met, it was La Belle Aurore. How nice you remembered. But of course, that was the day them Germans marched into Paris. Not an easy day to forget. I remember every detail. The Germans wore gray, you wore blue. Yes.
Ilsa, I don't wish to be the one to say it, but it's late.
So it is, and we have a curfew here in Casablanca.
Oh, it's my party.
Another president gone. This has been a very interesting evening. I'll call you a cab. Ilsa is a cab.
We'll come again.
Anytime. Say goodnight to Sam for me. I will. There's still nobody in the world who can play As Time Goes By like Sam. He hasn't played it in a long time. Night.
Good night.
Night.
Look, Lena, don't you remember? I told you. There's a microphone right there. In the bush.
Yeah?
You have to talk into it.
I was talking. Wasn't I, Miss Densmore?
Yes, my dear, but please remember, round tones. Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Pierre, you shouldn't have come.
Yes, my dear, that's much better
Hold
now.
it a second. Now, Lena, look. Here's the mic. Right here in the bush.
Yeah.
Now you talk towards it. The sound goes through the cable to the box. A man records it on a big record in wax. But you have to talk into the mic first. In the bush! Now try it again.
Gee, this is dumb.
Oh, she'll get it, Dexter. Look, Lena, don't worry. We're all a little nervous the first day. Everything's gonna be okay. Oh, by the way, Roscoe, you know the scene coming up where I say, Imperious Princess of the Night? I don't like those lines there. Is it all right if I just say what I always do? I love you, I love you, I love you.
Sure. Any way it's comfortable. But into the bush! I'm going now.
What time you gonna be home tonight?
I don't know. Probably late.
Mwah. Don't forget the cannoli.
Rocco, sit on the other side. You block the rearview mirror.
That Sonny's running wild. He's thinking of going to the mattresses already. We gotta find a spot over on the west side.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Well, think about it while you're driving, will ya? I want to hit New York sometime this month.
Yee-haw!
Is the guy just like me? Oh, Godfather, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? This how you turned out, a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do? What is that noise? You spend time with your family?
Well, sure I do.
Good. Because a man who doesn't spend time with his family can never be a real man.
Okay.
Come here.
Huh? Oh.
You look terrible. I want you to eat. I want you to rest well, and a month from now, this Hollywood big shot's gonna give you what you want.
It's too late. They start shooting in a week.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Have you seen Singing in the Rain?
I have. It's one of my favorite movies,
Yeah.
actually.
I think that actress has about the same IQ as Patrick in real life.
I totally believe that.
Yeah. All right. I think we can all relate to this next vine. Watch this.
How does that feel, huh?
This scared like the living daylights out of me. I was
Really?
just watching it with my headphones in, and then just the
It was too
screeching,
loud?
like, yeah, it was way too loud. It freaked me out, and it's definitely relatable.
Have you seen those vines where, not even vines, YouTube videos, where you'll be watching something really calm, and then all of a sudden they'll blare like some kind of scary monster on the screen and make the music really loud, and you just jump?
Yep. That's exactly how I felt.
Yeah.
Next up, we have a news anchor who is judged by his co-anchor, but he simply shakes it off.
you judge me if I did that?
Probably not. I'd
Exact
probably
same
dance
way?
with you. Yeah.
He had some weird moves. He was like,
Yeah, and he had the iPods, like, going like this.
yeah, I know.
He's getting really into it.
But the co-anchor was just not about it. She was
Yeah.
like, this is so stupid.
She's stupid.
What happens in this next video is a moment that all parents live for. Watch this little girl bawl her eyes out while watching a sappy song on a movie about a penguin who has lost his mother.
He's getting worse. What can we do? He needs his mama, Brittany. She'll know what to do.
You found her mom. Yes. Oh, man.
This video made me emotional. Like,
Yeah.
I totally understand where this little girl's from. It's pretty depressing.
Yeah, it's definitely a special moment in a parent's life when they see how pure and awesome their little child is like that, you know?
For sure, for sure.
Definitely thought it was share-worthy.
Yeah, maybe one day, you know, your kid will get emotional over something like that.
I hope my kid is that pure. God, I'll be a happy dad.
True, true.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of Viral Videos. But stay tuned, because when we come back, we'll have Alexander Ernst and Haley Livenbaum with the Blacksburg Review.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
And we're out. You got plans?
You bet.
$50 million Americans struggle with hunger, but we can do something about it.
Excuse me.
What's going on?
Dinner.
Please join me in helping put food on their tables. Together, we can feed America.
You guys keep going. I'm gonna get the plate.
Wait!
Find your local food bank at feedingamerica.org/hunger.
Welcome back to the weekly What's Up. I'm Alexandra Ernst.
And I'm Haley Olivenbaum.
And this is the Blacksburg Review. There is a new app called Black Friday 2014 Ads app, which is a free app that prepares you for all the deals the day after Thanksgiving. What a great way to be gluttonous just the day after giving thanks for the things you already have. This is a simple and straightforward app that shows you all the deals instantly. I just wish there was a search button because I don't feel like scrolling through everything. I want to jump right to what I want to buy. It displays all the apps for you to view, everything from Walmart to Best Buy to Apple. It is good to compare all the ads and deals, and this app seems to show the cheapest options. It is especially good for when you want to buy electronics or more expensive items. It has a little over 4 out of 5 stars, and there are many positive reviews. When I first started browsing the app after I downloaded it, I was instantly inspired with what to buy for my family. It's always stressful picking out and buying gifts for Christmas, but this app is stress-free and is a great resource to ensure that you are getting the best price you can possibly get. They also show leaked ads for Black Friday that weren't supposed to be released this early on. They also list limited quantity doorbusters, and you can also set up notifications so you will always be alerted when there are new deals to be seen. This app is an incredible invention.
This is the app that all Americans need to download before next Friday.
Yep, download it now.
Do you want to build a snowman? Or maybe be under the sea? Well, the new Disney Movies Anywhere app allows all your favorite Disney and Pixar movies to be at your fingertips. The free app allows both Android and iPhone users to watch a variety of movies that would otherwise have been bought or rented. Now, these aren't just for the new ones like Frozen or Toy Story 3. These are for the classics too. Sky High, The Game Plan, Bridge to Terabithia. Movies both old and new are available with this app. It brings back all the favorite movies that we grew up with. When you first sign into the account, you receive a free Wreck-It Ralph automatically downloaded into your library. Each movie has a preview and synopsis when you choose to view it, so you can know the plot a little bit on. Once you have your account, you can view the movies in your computer too, just by signing in, which means you can have access to movies anywhere you are, whether it's online or the phone. One downfall with this app is that movies are not free. The HD version of most movies is $20, with the standard version being about $15. It is understandable that the movies cost money, but they are still cheaper than purchasing the DVD or Blu-ray version. The Disney Movies Anywhere app is a great app for Disney lovers everywhere.
I did love Bridge to Terabithia, but I might cry again.
I know, it's my favorite movie.
It's good. DP Dough is a great addition to the restaurant choice downtown. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for pizza, so a calzone switches it up a bit. I love their pepperoni and cheese calzone called the Roni Zoni because I don't have to wait for them to make it to order. They usually have their top sellers already made and sitting in the warmer behind the checkout counter. This is perfect when you're starving and don't feel like waiting 15 minutes. I've tried other calzones, like ones with chicken or vegetables, but I always seem to just go back to the good old Roni Zoni. The service is always efficient and friendly, usually because I go there when there's a ton of people. I always seem to find a place to sit, but it can be difficult sometimes because they don't have many tables and chairs. They serve the calzones in a box with a side of their deliciously sweet marinara sauce. The restaurant location is a few stores down from Moe's on the same side of the street next to the alley. It smells delicious and everyone seems to leave happy. They're very reasonably priced, about $7 for a very filling calzone. They do serve other food, but they are definitely known for their calzones. And the best part, they deliver. I haven't tried their delivery service yet, but I heard it is pretty quick and it is only about $10 with the delivery fee and tip. If you haven't been to DP Dough, make sure to go check it out.
I haven't been yet, so I guess I gotta go check it out.
Have to go. It's perfect.
Number 67 on the Hokey bucket list is enjoy a Virginia slice from Benny's, and that's exactly what I did, or what I continue to do. I can't count how many times I have been to Benny's for a slice of pizza with my friends, but I never am ever disappointed. Benny's is known for their giant slices of pizza, and I mean giant. For $4, you get a slice of cheese, or for pepperoni, just $5. While most people eat at least 2 or 3 slices a sitting, a Benny's slice is all you need to be filled up for a night out or just watching Netflix. The main location is right between campus and downtown, and it features an outside dining area, picnic tables. There's also a delivery location on North Main Street, which sends out full pizzas and cheese sticks across Blacksburg. While the pizza is cheap and convenient, the atmosphere is a typical college hangout, usually crowded and very loud. The walls are decorated with fun pictures taken at the restaurant of people with their giant slices of pizza. My friend recently visited, and I have never seen her as happy as she was with her slice of pizza. It definitely got her hooked. Whenever I want a cheap, delicious slice of pizza, Benny's is the place to go.
Okay, we'll admit Benny's is a tad better than DP Dough.
Oh, a little
but
bit.
It's pizza versus calzones. Yeah. Thanks for watching the Blacksburg Review. See you next week on the Weekly What's Up.